at Dylan Emilio on Friday night, and he's looking to get back on track as the 10th-ranked wrestler in the country.
There we go. Webster in the dark blue and Cartella in the black. Orange trim for Illinois, purple for the Wildcats.
Yeah, with that medical forfeit, Illinois jumps out to a 10-4 lead and controlled a couple wins here. Kannon Webster controlled the pace and had a rough go against Dylan Emilio. Not typical Kannon Webster-like guy that pushes the pace, really hand fights. And so I'm interested to see how he responds to that. And then I know Cartella and Matt Storniola had a plan and wanted this match a year ago, but they're getting it now in Huff Hall, Scott.
Last year, Cartella faced off against William Basinger and won by a major decision, 12-3, to help out the Wildcat cause up there at Welsh Ryan.
And they believe, like Cartella's with what he did at the Midlands, that he has All-American aspirations as a redshirt freshman. Webster, one of the best defensive wrestlers I've seen at his weight in the country. But will it, against Emilio, it kind of limited his attacks. So I'm interested to see if the game plan has changed. But so far, with a minute 15 gone, they're both still feeling each other out, Scott.
Webster from Toulon, Illinois, Washington, and he may get his first points here.
Nice snap down to a takedown. Little hesitation there by Cartella, and Webster took advantage of it to get on the board 3-0.
One red, neutral.
Where Webster likes to, he stumbles back there, gets caught on his heels.
There, what defense right there.
Where Webster really likes to cut his teeth and make a living is on his feet. As you can see, Scott, he's very lengthy for a 49-pounder.
Yeah.
Long arms, big hands. And he's just so hard to score on. But he's not much of a top wrestler, loves to wrestle on his feet, loves to tire the guys out. And we'll see if that gas tank can push through on Cartella as we go here for 7 minutes.
2-point lead for Webster, and Illinois is up 10-4 as a squad. And he roll him back.
Yeah, nice little cross ankle pick there by Kannon Webster to get in control. Cartella, as you see, when anyone attacks, they always are reaching for that far ankle. And he's trying to pull it over his chest as a defense move. He's doing a nice job here. He actually is putting himself in really good position to come out on top. Now Cannon's reaching for that far ankle. Now Cartella comes out with the single leg and gets Webster off the mat. His length here is going to be tough for Cartella to score on, Scott.
It's a long lever, though. Yeah, he's trying to swipe the leg underneath. He couldn't reach it.
Oh, and he's walking him off the mat, and I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, he just gave a shrug towards his head coach.
He's in deep on that single. You have him off the mat. 1 second to go. We're going to end the first period 3-1.
Red defers. Green takes neutral.
Right. Cartella's going to defer here, and Webster will get his choice. They're going to go neutral.
He's going to go neutral, which is interesting. He's very, very good on his feet, but he against Emilio against Ohio State, Emilio rode him out for over 2 minutes. And I think that might be the interesting choice here. Hey, I want to wrestle my feet. This is where I'm comfortable. This is my bread and butter. No reason to go down.
Second straight match that has started tight. The last one between Kannon and Pacino ended in Pacino's favor.
Oh, no. Nice job by Cartella. That was a snap down and what we call a snap down go behind. Snaps down and tries to get his arm behind that far elbow, and he just couldn't finish it.
Almost looked like a dance move.
And there he is reaching those long arms. Same way he scored the first takedown. He needs to reach for that far ankle. There it is. He's trying to get it, but he's got to get his head popped out. Cartella doing a good job. Nice job by Matt Sorchinski here, mic'd up.
Nothing.
And they're out, and there'd be no score. With just under a minute to go, it's still 3-1.
Yeah, Cartella is holding his own right now.
He's looking a little tired, though, and that's what Kannon wants. And Kannon loves to open up the gas tank in the third period. He's really tiring Cartella out with the hand fighting. and snap downs.
Both teams wrestled on Friday night. And both of these guys are coming off, well, as you mentioned, Webster with a draining match when just 2 points were scored, and he lost in a shutout. And Cartella had a little bit easier time against Isaac Rubel of Purdue.
Yeah, that Emilio match was a tough one, but Cannon's he's a bounce-back competitor. He's one of the best in the country. And right now he's looking for that snap down, trying to go behind. 10 seconds to go. Not sure he's going to have enough to score. A nice stalemate call by Matt Sorchinski.
Might not be enough time for any more points to show up here. Let's see if there's a quick move.
And it's going to be Cartella's choice in the third period, Scott, and I'm confident he's going to take down. Yeah, he's saying top. Cartella comfortable chasing 2 points, and he's going to put Webster down. They must have seen something at Emilio match to give him this kind of confidence.
Well, Purdue bench just reminded him he's tired, and that may have been the influence.
Yeah, I mean, to me, taking top here doesn't really give Cartella an opportunity, a wholesome opportunity to win the match, but he's trying to get that leg in, and Webster doing a nice job pulling it over, but it's going to be interesting here. He's deep on that and he's looking for back points, and and he's
4 of them.
And that's why they took top.
And another 3.
And that's why I'm sitting over here saying, I'm questioning the call, and Matt Storniola and Justin Oliver over there, they knew what they wanted for their man. What a turn of events here, Scott.
Cartella
Red cover.
has had a huge near fall. Now the Illini, I think there's a false start, and Poeta throws the brick.
Hey, do you have anything over there?
Throws the brick on a quick false start here, which is interesting.
We're going to get our first review.
And you get one challenge. If you win it, you get the brick back. If you lose it, that's it. Now, what a turn of events here. Kannon Webster was in control of this match. There's a reason why I'm sitting in this chair and not the coaching chair, Scott, right? I was shocked. Here it is. Let's see if they get it real quick. He's got that leg way out there. And I think that's what Mike Poet is talking about. See that right leg?
Yeah.
It can't be that far out. It has to be somewhat behind him or in between the squares there, or what you want to call the pocket, right? See the starting side? But his leg's way out to the right-hand side.
Pocket is that small rectangle in the middle of the block high.
They're looking at it. And
Poeta's asking him to look at it from a different angle. Call confirmed. Not upheld, it's confirmed. So this stays in favor of Cartella.
And they're doing the same thing. And Webster needs to get out right away. Cartella, great job on top, holding him down. He gets him back down. Nice little roll by Kannon. Nice job by Cartella, and warning red, stalling, and we're just under a minute in this 5-3 match. I'm not quite sure.
You got a caution on red. Hey.
Caution red.
Right after the stall.
On the elbow. Stay on the elbow.
It was on the elbow.
Cover.
Kannon needs to get out here. He's in. Cartella just loves to be in what we call this crab ride. He's a little high right now, but man, is he comfortable there. Webster looking for that short sit, struggling to get away. And this is what Dylan Emilio did, and they must have watched that match against Emilio, but Cartella loves to be a leg rider, crab rider, under both arms, Scott. Walk us through these 30 seconds here.
This would be huge for Northwestern because they just gave up 6 by medical. And it's a piggyback ride right now for Webster.
He's got them both legs in, and the clock is not in favor of Kannon Webster. This is a huge upset.
Warning red.
Okay, so that's going to be a point.
That's a point, yep.
Okay, but now Cartella has riding time locked up. Riding time is locked up for Cartella.
13 seconds for Kannon Webster to do something. And now Storniolo is contending what?
He's not happy with that stall call. He's not happy with the second stall call on his wrestler. And now there's 13 seconds left. And this is the match that they looked for and wanted. And now
another false start that Poeta's looking for. He cannot throw a brick.
This will be a huge upset and a second loss in a row for Kannon Webster.
3 seconds, 1 second. Northwestern pulls it off. Sam Cartella will log his 10th win of the season. And hang on,
huge
there's still
upset.
a conversation. Now they're, all right.
Kannon Webster came into ranked 11th.
And it should be a good one against a talented freshman on the Illinois side, Braeden Scoles, and the redshirt senior, two-time NCAA qualifier, and Maxx Mayfield. And Mayfield, ranked number 19, was a little bit of a willy woney, but he's in for the Wildcats. Scoles, number 10, Mayfield, number 19.
Yeah, and it should be a good one. I mean, contrasting styles. Mayfield, kind of the bruiser. Scoles, a little funky here. Braeden Scoles has given up the first takedown in most of his matches and came out on top, but that wasn't the case against Ethan Burden of Ohio State, who had 3 takedowns. And can Scoles bounce back? And this is going to be one of the marquee matchups here in the second half. This one and then the 197 match with Zach Braunagel and Bates. And I'm really interested to see if Braeden Scoles, the youngster, can bounce back against the graduate student here and the veteran Maxx Mayfield.
Now this is where Northwestern thinks they might pick up some points, and they need it now, down 13-7. A fall would go a long way for the Wildcat cause.
Yeah, and
Mayfield hasn't had yet.
Mayfield's coming off the big second-place finish where he finished second at the Midlands tournament. Had a great tournament, lost to Tyler Lillard just by 7-3. And when we talked to Storniolo, he thought, and he said, Mayfield and Bates, they're wrestling the best they ever have in a Northwestern singlet.
Yeah, I have an extra X for Maxx Mayfield. He's extra large in the 165. A technical fall victory over the 33rd ranked Boilermaker Stony Buell in West Lafayette on Friday night. So he has not lost in a duel this year.
Now, and Scoles is really funky, as we said, similar to Kreiser on his feet, but he's really, really good on top as well. So interesting, last year in the duel, Mayfield wrestled Chris Moore. He's in on a single leg, looking for that first takedown. Scoles with a nice little ankle whizzer gets him up to his feet. Looking to score here.
Mayfield.
Nice whizzer by, pulls it over. Kind of interesting here. Let's see where they end up. Whoa.
Stop, no.
Against the joint, that's why he stopped it. As I was mentioning, last year in the duel, Mayfield had that knee wrapped up, and knee injury, and ended up coming up on top on Chris Moore, but it was a close match. And now he looks healthy, and his record states it.
This is one Illinois also said that is a key match. Mike Poeta recognizing Illinois needs this one. To me, it feels, Brian, like this is a swing match. If Illinois wins this one, now you feel like you're building your way towards the victory overall. Northwestern wins it, says we're evening this up, and it's going to be a dogfight to the end.
Yeah, and that's exactly right, Scott. I mean, they're looking at this match as like, okay, well, without Chumley, Illinois snuck one out at 57. Can we get back at 65 and then try to get 74? Now they're without their 84-pounder too. We're gonna have a young freshman against Edmund Ruth come out there. So this is a match they definitely need if they're gonna stay in this duel, Scott.
Yeah, a must win, and so far, a 0-0 stalemate.
Yeah, Braeden Scoles, nice little shot attempt there. Nice defense.
Some moves coming in, a swipe.
Scoles loves to club the head. These two physical wrestlers.
Mike Poeta said of Scoles, he's cold-blooded.
Oh, he is. When he gets on top of you and he starts pushing the pace, Braeden Scoles could be nasty. Nasty wrestler, very physical. 4-time state champ in Wisconsin, highly recruited. One of the Ben Askren kids, Very, very popular name in the wrestling industry. And that first warning stalling call, we'll see if it comes into play, Scott.
I believe it was on Northwestern,
Yep.
and Northwestern will get the choice here. Maxx Mayfield will take down.
Takes down and looks to get on the scoreboard first and get that first point. Like I said, Braeden Scoles very tough on top. We've seen some tough top wrestling so far. Nice forward pressure there by Braeden Scoles to stay in the action.
we're out.
And a fresh start by Mayfield. I love that ref mic. As he listened to Matt Swarczynski. New start, we're out. That's great.
Brings a lot of clarity to what's happening for you at home. Scoles again running around with Mayfield, who squats down.
Loves to control those wrists and run that claw ride. Easy for me to say. And stays deep in the crotch and looking for a new start. Keeps that leg in to keep that clock rolling, that riding time. Reach back's not really what you want to do, but he knows where he's at. They're going to get a new start.
Mayfield had a near pin against Purdue. I was mentioned the technical fall. And Scoles wanted one against Ethan Burden, but lost in a decision 9-6 against the Buckeyes.
Yeah, in an opponent that he was familiar with. Nice lift and bust there. Nice little scramble by Mayfield. He's got his leg in there. Nice job by Scoles with that deep leg. Watch him. They're out of bounds again. We're 45 seconds through this second period. Scoles maintaining on top.
Couple of counts there from our official, but there's no points on the board here in about the midway point.
Yeah, he was what he's telling Braeden Scoles is there he needs to climb up, get forward pressure, can't stay back, hang on the ankles or legs, and there's that deep claw ride. Said it better that time.
Deep claw ride.
Yeah, exactly.
And an escape. Mayfield's on the board with one.
Yeah, and 5 seconds before that minute of riding time, so Scoles have some work to do. Just under a minute to go, and Mayfield leads 1-0.
Again towards the head.
Scoles
tried for it.
went for that far ankle shot, and there's a reattack, and this is where wrestling has changed so much in the last 4 or 5 years. It's not that initial attack, it's the reattack or counterattack by their opponent. Both very physical there, trying to tire out the head, hand fight. Nice little underhooks here by Mayfield. 15 seconds to go, Scott. Walk us through these last 15 seconds.
Well, the match has shifted to shoulder high. And it's pressure on pressure up top.
A lot of pushing. They're looking at the clock, too. So we're going to go into the third period, and Scoles is going to take down. He's going to have to get away from Mayfield because Mayfield in the lead, and that riding time is going to tick down against Scoles. How soon can he get out? Can he get out? I've been so impressed with the top work by the Wildcats so far.
Illinois won 3 of the matches out of 5. This is almost a must-win for the Wildcats with how things lay out from here.
Yeah, with 174 and 184, Wildcats are, a little bit undermanned at those weights. This is a match they need, and then they're looking at that 97-pound match and hopefully have a chance rolling into the last one. Scoles up to his feet, he cuts him. It's 1-1 with riding time not a factor and 1:30 left.
How about this to open up the second half of the meet?
And I know there's a real difference in the rankings here, 10, 16, but this is exactly how I thought this match would go. 2 bangers, on their feet, banging their hands, clubbing, very physical, both on top. So it'll be interesting to see who opens up a little bit. And there's a reattack. He's going to try to push him out of bounds. He already got one stalling, and there's another point. That could be a hometown call there. It might pull out of work in the officials, and he got it.
So as you mentioned this, the earlier stall warning paid off.
Yeah.
In Illinois' favor, so to speak.
Yes, and Matt Storniola and BJ Furchell, and now I see Joe Rao over there, a Greco Olympic guy. Nice little goal behind, looking to go behind that elbow, can't finish. Mayfield with double unders here on Scoles.
Mayfield may have to get more aggressive.
That stall call was huge there, and Scoles loves to work the edge of the mat with his physicality. You know, pushing.
He looks the bigger guy. Scoles looks the quicker. And, of course, Mayfield has that knee. Under 30 to go.
Fingers.
1 point lead, Illinois.
And as you said, Scott, I mean, Mayfield really has to open up here. And Scoles has not been warned for stalling, so he can back away, he can do what he needs to do. He doesn't have to get real aggressive here, just push. And it looks like Scoles is going to hang on, and that's not going to make Northwestern bench very happy that it came down to that stall call. But Braeden Scoles gets back in the winning track, pulls out the 2-1 victory.
It's always something with these two. Scoles ekes it out over Maxx Mayfield. He has 10 victories this year.
Braeden Scoles gets back on the winning.
The twin of Danny Braunagel, who won 2 matches ago over Aiden Vandenbush, the B on B. Evan Bates was an NCAA qualifier a year ago for Northwestern. 13-4 overall out of Chesterton, Indiana. And he shut out Ben Van Dia.
A little bit of contrasting body styles here, right? Short, stocky for Braunagel, tall, lengthy for Bates. We'll see which one factors in here, but they both like to scrap, both like to brawl.
And that major decision over Vandia of Purdue in his 4th season. He beat Isaiah Pettigrew last year for Illinois' Isaiah Pettigrew, that is.
Yeah, and Bates 6-2 at the Midland tournament. Had a great tournament, and as we mentioned earlier, when we mentioned his teammate Maxx Mayfield, Matt Storniola and staff think that Evan Bates is wrestling better than he ever has since he's been at Northwestern, which says a lot because he's had a very, very good career. 3rd at the Midlands this year, NCAA qualifier, and here he is against Zach Braunagel, who's been battling one of those older guys. He's deep in a shot. Let's see if that length is strength versus length here. And so far, length comes out a little bit ahead. A nice defense by Evan Bates.
No points yet. A 25-7 Illinois lead. They have clinched the duel. So wrestling for pride here on both sides.
Yeah, and wrestling for Big Ten seeding for sure. Right? This is a match. Come back down for a seeding meeting that will take place in March up at Northwestern and Evanston. And you said Zach Braunagel last year had an Olympic red shirt, trying to make that Greco team. Back here for his 6th year against Evan Bates. 1 minute remaining in the period, and just so far, just a little bit of offense from Zach Braunagel. Nice defense by Evan Bates. A nice little throw-by attempt there by Evan Bates.
Bates goes low. The counter by Braunagel erases it.
Yeah, Braunagel loves that underhook throw-by to a little, trying to catch that single as he passes by. Tried it a couple, had it once or twice against Shoemate, and just right before the buzzer, just missed out on it. 11-9, nice snap down. 20 seconds to go here in this first period in this 197 battle between ranked wrestlers. Braunagel, Bates.
Yep. Here's Braunagel for a takedown. Bates.
It's got to come to his waist here, Scott. It's got to come up. That right arm has to come to his waist if he wants a chance, and there it is.
The call, partner, 3 points for Zach Braunagel.
You always tell these guys, when you're wrestling in a match, score first, score last. And that's exactly what he did. He scored first and had the last points with that takedown in under 10 seconds. So nice work from the veteran, Zach Braunagel.
Braunagel starts down, just like Ruth did in the 3rd period of the match prior.
Yeah, let's see. Zach, let's see if the longer Evan Bates here can ride Zach out, maybe wear him out a little bit before this match gets back on their feet. Bates doing a nice job with that forward pressure. Almost out, and he lets him go. Here we go. 4-0 in favor of Zach Braunagel. Just under 1:30 to go here in the second period. Zach Braunagel in control, 4-0. Evan Bates has a couple defensive situations, but no offense yet, no attacks. There's a little half shot, and Zach Braunagel with that snap down front headlock.
Braunagel got 1 pin this year. Got 2 major decisions, 2 technical falls, and 5-2 overall in the duels. Evan Bates out of Chesterton, Indiana, and last year had a 13-15 season. This year it's been so far a lot more winning already with 13 victories. He's got some work to do here if he's going to get 14.
Nice double leg attempt, and Zach Braunagel with nice hips, get it back, see if he can re-attack. That's Bates' first attack of the match here, trailing 4-0 with 30 seconds to go in the second period. It will be Bates' choice in the third period, and I'm assuming he's going to go down, try to get that escape. And Danny Braunagel scored with 10 seconds to go in the first period. Can he open it up again in the second?
Here we go.
There.
Makes his move. Nothing yet. Now he got it. 7.
Under 10 seconds to go in both periods. And Scott, I'm pretty sure he heard what you said. Here we go. And there it was.
Red takes down. Red down. Surgery, gentlemen.
Touchdown lead for Zach Braunagel. And Mike Poeta's team has a victory already. And now it's, as you said, wrestling for seeds, wrestling for pride, and wrestling maybe to make an extra punctuation mark on this whole thing when it comes to Illinois and Northwestern.
Yeah, there's no give here by Mike Poeta and his team. And, nice attack by Evan Bates. Can he take Braunagel down? And he does. And almost on his back.
There's 3.
In 1 quick second, and Evan Bates down, came right up and right back to that re-attack. And it's a 7-4 match and a 1 takedown match here. And Bates doing the right thing, even though he's going to go down by 4. He does have to let him go here and try to get on more offense. No good standing there, no good riding him for a minute here. 8-4, and we have a match with just over a minute to go in the third period here.
Braunagel and Bates locking horns here on a Sunday afternoon.
Center, guys. Work center.
1 minute to go in this 197-pound matchup between 2 ranked guys. Evan Bates of Northwestern and Zach Braunagel. Nice attack by Bates. Nice defense by Braunagel, and he needs to get back. There's a nice little single attack by Danny. High crotch. Needs to swim to that right arm to the waist and not be satisfied down there.
Bates trying to wiggle out of this.
It's going to be a stalemate here. Neither wrestler. Nice call by Matt Sorchinski. Great job officiating today by both Grasso and Sorchinski. The clock is on Zach's side, and getting that nice little high crotch single, and thought he could have tried to finish it and was hung out there. Bates must have had a little bit of leverage with that length.
30 seconds. Bates needs to make a move. Can he finish it here?
Bates has been the aggressor here in the third period with that takedown, but 16 seconds to go. Nice little shrug and a little throw by. Nice little re-attack by Zach. And these 97-pounders are getting after each other.
10 seconds.
Zach scored the last 10 seconds of both periods. Can he do it again? He's almost close.
Not quite there. He doesn't need it for the win, though. And Illinois has rattled off now 5 wins against the Wildcats in these matches.
Yeah, and this is the meat and potatoes for the Illini. With you get in there, you get the